Dance on over here, buddy.
Dance on over. Hobble on over.
Welcome to Gord's backyard. Glaciers.
Amazing Race Canada, Season 6, Episode 7. We're more than halfway.
More than halfway.
Or actually halfway, I guess. No, yeah, whatever. Halfway
More
is
than halfway.
between the two. Anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
So,
Leave Toronto.
and I danced their way out of Toronto to the airport. And
How many times have you seen the word dance in this thing?
dance over to Winnipeg.
Dance over to Winnipeg.
Yeah.
3 teams get on the first flight.
Three teams get on the second flight.
Yeah, I guess Martina and Phil had trouble catching a cab in Toronto, and I'm shocked.
Yeah, they should have been on the first flight,
Yeah.
but they came in a little bit behind the other team. And
Can
that's
you
what
not get
happens.
a cab in Toronto?
I have no idea.
Here, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Toronto?
I go to the Forks, and the Forks is where the Museum of Human Rights is.
Right.
So
You know Winnipeg.
I know Winnipeg. All these things
I've
are
been
within.
there.
Pretty much everything they did was almost within running distance, aside from the end.
Yeah. Well, they've been to the Museum
So-
of Human Rights in season 2. That's where they had a pit stop. I think it was under construction then, so
Yep.
they didn't do anything there. But they've been there before.
It's
so.
it's an interesting
It's-
building.
it's interesting. It's
I've
kinda
been there
cool.
when it was under construction. I have
Yeah.
not been in it since it's been open. It'd be interesting to see.
It's an interesting task of go around the museum, find some inspirational quotes,
Match the quote to the
quotes
speaker.
an inspirational person, and then move on. So teams,
Yeah, a lot of running.
a lot of running.
Not a lot of memory, because really all you need is with the first
Well,
couple of words of
some
the quote.
teams just
You're
win. Some teams the last 2-3 words and the person.
Yeah.
And once you figure that out, you figure it out.
Yeah.
It would have been interesting if they would have had some quotes that had the same words in it that were similar.
Yeah, or like numerous quotes from the same people.
Yeah.
You're just finding a particular quote that matches that person. You're good to go.
Yeah.
So
But
pretty
Nancy,
basic.
Melissa,
Everybody
Nancy
did.
and Melissa had a bit of a struggle.
they did.
It seemed that's why they fell behind, and Martina and Phil moved past them.
After that, they were doing the
Detour.
which was dance your way over to the detour, where they could do tights or bites.
Bites.
Tights or bites? Yeah,
Tight
tights or
bites.
bites.
Tight bites.
So in tights, tight bites. In tights, they had to find the Royal Winnipeg Ballet and get into tights and dance.
Dance,
So
dance.
more dancing.
Again,
Yeah.
good task on its own.
Mhm.
But in this season, which
There's
even
way too much of it.
Mark, producer Mark, showrunner Mark on Twitter responded and called it the season of dance.
Yeah.
In the season of dance, it's too much.
Yeah, it's a little much. This is the not the Heroes edition. This is the Dancing edition.
Dance hero, hero
Is it?
dance,
Dancing Heroes.
dance hero, dance hero,
Dance Hero Dance.
dance hero edition.
Oh,
I've had
that's tights. And in bites, they had to do pick up and deliver 2 skip the dishes orders.
Just 2?
Just 2.
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought maybe
that's
like
not a
5?
lot, but
And they all seem to be relatively central located. I don't know Winnipeg, but it seemed to be not way out in the suburbs.
no, they were pretty quick to get both of them done.
I mean,
Um,
I like skip the dishes. I use it on a semi-regular basis.
Okay.
It works.
yeah,
But it's nice to see, it's a sponsorship task, but it was a different kind of task where, find a place and go there and
Yeah.
and find another
I've never
place.
actually used it. But,
And it works. Yeah,
cool.
if they want to sponsor us, go ahead.
that'd be
And
great.
and I like the part where they had to make sure you read the instructions, like it's so and so's birthday, so
Yeah,
wish her
so you
happy
have to
birthday,
wish them a happy birthday.
or meet so and so
they
at
sang
the car.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was kind of interesting that they had the same people ordering the same dishes, which was kind of neat. So that person's going to get a lot of food.
the
They're
guy with
hungry.
the long hair in the apartment who looked like Garth, like sort of a brunette
did,
Garth
didn't he?
from Wayne's World, a brunette Garth. I can see why he's having a lot of food. He's probably a bit hungry for some reason,
I
even
would
though
think.
it's not October 17th.
He looked like he may have been a little, in need of food. Yes.
he had the urge. He needed to munch
something
things.
to munch on.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and Mara, of course, did the dance task,
Right.
and of course got it done in their first try, which is not surprising,
No.
considering their dance background.
And Tanner and Courtney did that as well, didn't they?
Well, I think there's secretly some sort of Mountie dance group that
I
they
think
don't
so.
tell us about.
I think so.
There is a secret Mountie dance group that goes around and performs for people, and they are part of it.
They may be.
They seem to be doing quite well.
They're doing
the
well on
dance.
all the dance things, so yeah, kind of gearing it towards the dancer teams, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, and Nancy and Melissa also did the dance.
Nancy
thing.
Melissa did it. That's
And the
right.
other three.
The other three teams did skip the dishes.
Yeah.
And now they're all off to St. James Legion, I believe is the
Yeah,
next
the Legion.
task. Where they have to play for the first face-off of the season.
Yep, first phase. Darts, classic.
Playing darts.
I mean, they're going for the
Basically,
classic Canadian thing. Darts at the
Yep.
Legion. I mean, they've done 5-pin bowling,
Uh-huh.
curling, something like curling that's not really curling, but was curling anyway. Golf. And this one is darts at the
Darts.
Legion.
Darts
Very
is great.
classic. But they didn't play. I don't
But it wasn't a classic darts
No, it
because
wasn't like
usually darts you get a
501.
beer in one hand and a dart in the other. There was no beer involved in this task. It's unfortunate, but if I was there would have been a beer involved in this task.
I was live tweeting during the episode, and I did bring it up. And Mark was talking to me last night. He was all over. He was really conversational with me on Twitter. And he
Uh-huh.
said there was a rule because they were driving. They were not allowed to drink
Okay.
beer. And I said, well, what if one person had a beer and the other one was
the other person
driving?
was driving.
But what if they wanted to switch? So he was being very logical
Okay.
and proper. So they weren't allowed
Had
to
they been
have
taking
beer.
cabs, they would have been able to have a beer.
Of course. Board next to
And I've actually played darts at that Legion
Have
many,
you?
many years ago. Yeah. I played darts on almost every Legion in Winnipeg at some point.
I'm pretty sure my dad was at that Legion.
Yeah.
So it was nice to have
It
the
was
Legion.
nice.
Because
Yeah.
Legion is sort of a sponsor we really haven't heard about. So the Legion is good to support because, my dad was a vet and we have friends like Kurt and Shelley who are vets and other people. So it's good to support them.
Oh, exactly. It was hilarious. But
I think we would have done well on that task.
Yeah.
I think Nancy and Melissa struggled.
Mhm.
That's why they kept losing. I mean, Taylor and Courtney beat the cheerleaders.
Yep.
The cheerleaders beat them. And everybody else who came after them beat Nancy and Melissa. And that would have sucked.
And then they had to sit out and wait for the
timer.
the timer, which eventually takes them to, as everybody gets out, they go to the roadblock. And the roadblock is back at the Forks.
Back to the Forks. Everybody go back to the
Run
Forks.
back to the Forks Market, find the clue box, find the magicians, and learn the 3 balls, 3 cups magic trick,
I've done
and how to
that.
make a balloon poodle.
I can do that too.
Yeah.
I used to be a clown.
You used to be a clown. You're still a clown.
That's so funny. I was gonna be some balloon and do one on air on here, but I couldn't find any
No balloons?
Even if you would have done it instead of me,
The
it
balloon
wouldn't
cast
take
is pretty easy.
it wouldn't
Yeah.
take you that long. That trick is easy.
Yeah.
It's all a little
Yeah.
like, ooh, look at that, ooh, and the ball's over there in your throat over here.
Big
That's
hands. I could probably hide the ball right in
You
there.
could probably had the cup and the balls. And again, I have to bring this up. There's another task with
Mhm.
cup and balls innuendo.
Yes,
grab the
yes,
beaver. And again,
Really pushing that, aren't they?
And again, Mark responded to that and said he went, there is a theme for these things.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well,
okay, so there we go. Apparently he may not watch this, but he follows me on Twitter when I live tweet. Go figure.
Like we said, his minions watch this, and they probably say, "Don't watch Gordon
Don't watch
Lane.
They're wasting their time.
You won't like it."
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that,
Yeah, I mean, and some teams struggled.
A couple
I mean,
did.
Dylan was really bad at it.
and
Who else?
Kwame, was it Kwame?
No, Kwame was watching.
he was watching. Right.
And who else struggled?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Adam, didn't he?
Yes, that was it. Adam was having a bit of a problem with it.
See, big guys doing magic and balloon animals, so maybe it would backfire.
Yeah.
Easy stuff, though. I would have done like 10 seconds. Like,
It-
ta-da, hey, kids, we're
Pretty
done.
quick.
Here's
Some of
your
them
dog.
got the trick really fast. Some of them didn't. Everybody gets it done, as is usually the case, obviously. And they're all heading to Assiniboine Park to the sculpture garden,
Right.
which is where John is waiting and at the pit stop.
Pit stop.
Taylor and Courtney, team
Team
number 1.
Again.
Again, so that's 3 in a row. It's a hat trick for them.
3 in a
Nice.
row. Hats off. Cheers. Give me cheers.
Okay.
Target on back of them. I mean,
Yeah, big target.
if
I'm surprised.
if there was if there's another U-turn coming up,
Yeah.
I
If they drop behind first place, they are definitely going to be targeted.
I hope so. I hope some team doesn't go like, oh, I'm not going to U-turn them
Oh,
because
you don't wanna
they're
U-turn
my
the
friends.
Mounties.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
bad
no.
to us. Oh, U-turn them.
Yeah. Martina and Phil, best placement of the season,
They had
second place.
They had despite the cab thing, they
Yeah.
caught up well and had a good leg.
Yeah, they did very well.
But Nancy and Melissa
Nancy and Melissa had
struggled.
dropped into last place. They were the last team to arrive.
Yep.
And John was like, "Oh, how you doing?
You doing okay? Are you all right?
Where's all that
You
emotion?
feeling-
Yeah.
Yeah. It comes. Tell me it's a non-elim.
Yeah, non-elimination.
Anyways.
So, kind of figured that was going to happen, and usually does around the middle of the season.
Yeah, around this time they're always a non-elim,
Yep.
and with lots of tasks going on, especially with the face-off. There's always
It was
usually a non-elim.
and it was a good leg.
Yeah, it was a good
There was
leg.
a lot of stuff going on.
It was busy.
Again, too much dance.
Again, a dance task, which is
7 legs, 5 dance tasks.
too many.
Yeah, 4 too many. Well, maybe 3 too many. But
Sometimes 5
still.
too many.
maybe. Next season, no dance tasks.
No dance season at all. That'd be great. Our season, we get on there. There's no dance task.
That would be great.
That'd be great. Maybe they thought they were getting us this season. That's why they want all the dance tasks.
Maybe,
Gord and Wayne
yeah.
can't dance.
Yeah.
Let's fill it up with
They'd be
dance
surprised.
tasks. Yeah.
That's it. Next week they're heading to
PEI.
PEI.
So
So
they've been there before, but whatever. They've been there every place before.
that's a small country.
It didn't look like it's relatively. Yeah, there's not a lot of populated places to go to. Where are they going to go
Go in
to?
the middle of the woods. Not really much you can do there.
Well, it's good for their sponsor.
That's Basic Race Canada Season 6, Episode 7.
And doesn't seem to be dance tasks in the next one.
Is there?
I didn't see one.
Oh God, I hope not.
Yeah, we'll see.
There'll probably be some jigging or something.
Yeah,
There'll
probably.
be fiddle music and jigging in the island.
All right, cheers.